This is Greg Troutwine with Maritime Reporter TV, and we're very pleased to be joined today by Steve Carlson, Principal, Elliott Bay Design Group, and we're here to talk about this well-regarded and innovative company and just discuss some of the bigger industry trends that he sees. We're here in New Orleans, we're at the Workboat Show. I know you have a nice big banner back there talking about the new electric truckable tug. Why don't you talk a little bit about that specific product, but really why don't you talk about some of the innovation or some of the innovative products that you were going to be seeing coming out of EBDG in the coming year?
Sure. The electrical truckable tug, great collaboration with Diversified Marine on that. They had a tug design and they came to us to electrify it. We do a lot of work, obviously, with hybrid electric drives, with fully electric drives. And that partnership together allowed us to work with them with this tug design and our knowledge of the electrical side of things, and really make a great product that's I think is going to be very useful for a lot of customers. Environmentally friendly, low noise, easily moved around. You don't need special permits to move it around. It'll serve a lot of purposes.
When you look ahead, when you look at some of the other projects or the other types of projects that we can expect from you, what can we expect in the coming year?
I think you can expect a lot more of the alternative fuels, and by that I mean hydrogen, methanol, ammonia, and electric batteries. The battery technology is changing so fast that what you design today, 5 years from now, will probably be completely different. And so as we design, we try to take that into account so that in all likelihood the battery sizes will get smaller for the given power, and you can add more. And so these hybrid designs that we do eventually may turn into fully electric. But you need that partnership with the shore side to make that happen, to be able to charge them.
We talk to ship owners on a daily basis, and I think there are more questions than answers right now. And that's why I think companies look to like an Elliott Bay Design Group for those answers, or at least for guidance.
Yes, and we do a lot of work with that, with looking at a lot of different studies, looking at the different fuels. We're doing one now for New York Economic Development Corporation for their New York City ferries. They want to decarbonize it. They want us to look at various options. They don't want to just pick one. They want to know what their options are.
Well, now we're here with Joe Hudspeth, Director of Design, and Joe is absolutely no stranger to this audience. So Joe, I know you're relatively new with Elliott Bay Design Group. Why don't you just give me a little insight? Why was the move to Elliott Bay Design Group attractive to you?
Yeah, well, Greg, thanks so much. And you and I have known each other for years, and certainly within the maritime industry, I like to be involved in projects that involve cutting edge design, advanced maritime propulsion systems, and the latest in naval architecture and marine engineering. And certainly my career in both maritime propulsion and boat building has teed me up to become the Director of Sales at Elliott Bay Design. And we're really excited about all the projects that are happening these days and projects that involve relationships I've been fostering over the years and can help bring to fruition through Elliott Bay.
You're on the front line with your clients discussing what they want, what they need in the coming years. Can you broadly categorize the conversations that you're having and how EBDG will help to fulfill them?
Yeah, there's a couple of things that are happening right now in the maritime space. For one, we're seeing a move towards decarbonization. So whether that means full electrification or simply a reduction in emissions through our alternative fuels, advanced technologies, we're seeing a request from that. And it's not just the ferry operators. Now, certainly the ferry operators are a large part of that driving force in that market segment that's interested in moving in that direction, but also in the harbor craft. tugboats, pilot boats. We're seeing the need for them to want to advance their propulsion technology also. On the other side, we're also seeing trends towards evolving designs that are going to include some level of automation involving the various systems on board the vessel and simplifying things, reducing the human factors that could cause some complications. And so Elliott Bay is being involved in all those different aspects, not only on the propulsion front, but also on the automation front as well.
Okay, well, one of the automation fronts, and we just discussed it with Steve, is the electric truckable tug. Why don't you just give me a brief on that product and specifically the relationship that brought that product about?
Yeah, absolutely. So our relationship with Diversified has been phenomenal. We've taken their existing design that has been very successful for them on the truckable tug market, and they are now realizing that they're having requests for not only this vessel to operate in a variety of sensitive coastal areas, but to do it emissions free, vibration free, and we can do that with an electric propulsion system. How, you may ask? Well, we are able to go and remove all the mechanical components, all the diesel engine, the generator, and we can simply put in a battery powered system through permanent magnet motors. If the vessel does need to be hybrid, there is an option to include a generator and give it some onboard power regeneration capability. But the nice thing about it being truckable, Greg, is you don't have to have the charging infrastructure right there where the vessel is going to be operating. It can be deployed, operate all day long, and then it can be moved back to where it can get its recharge. So it offers a lot of flexibility, and we're very excited to be working with Diversified and think that they really have a home run with their design and our capability to electrify it.
So we're here now with Adam Hutchinson of Diversified Marine Services. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about the electric truckable tug and specifically the relationship on it with EBDG?
Yeah, absolutely. So we started this idea a couple of years ago. So we build a truckable tug that is diesel pushed today. We've been doing this for probably 6 or 7 years now. And, as our namesake suggests, we wanted to diversify ourselves a little bit. Mm-hmm. So the electric tug was something that's big in the marine industry, not necessarily the tug, but just the electric propulsion system in its entirety. So we wanted to offer something to customers that we were already offering. We just wanted to change it up a little bit and see if we could appeal to a broader base, if you will. So I did a little research and reached out to Elliott Bay. I saw that they had worked with somebody previously on a very similar idea. So I reached out to Joe and Mike Completa at Elliott Bay, and it grew feet from there. So it took off. They were and are still fantastic to work with, great group, and so that's kind of where we're at today. We have this design built. We have a couple of customers on the West Coast that we're directly working with right now on a couple of contracts. So really excited about where we're at and where we're headed.
Okay, so just to confirm, it is actually built and ready to go?
It is. We are in contract agreements right now, so we don't have one constructed yet, but that's where we're at with it.
Okay, excellent. Well, I'll look forward to following up with you on that in the future as well.
Absolutely.